Every year, millions travel to northern India to experience some of the most vibrant spiritual hubs on the planet. The scale of movement is staggering. The center of gravity here is Varanasi. It's the world's oldest living city, built directly onto the banks of the Ganges. The layers of history are physically stacked on top of each other along these ancient steps. Then you have Ayodhya. With the construction of the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi temple, the daily foot traffic funneling into the city has surged immensely. But getting between these sites, or even just across town, requires navigating severe logistical friction. You have to find reliable transport, coordinate knowledgeable guides, and constantly negotiate pricing on the fly. The intensity of the spiritual reward is directly tied to a high barrier of entry. If you don't plan the logistics carefully, the daily grind of just getting around will quickly exhaust you. That's where local operators like Sweet Trip India step in. They are structured specifically to act as friction eliminators for these sacred cities. Instead of dealing with multiple different vendors, they consolidate your one-way cabs, your hotel bookings, and your daily boat rides into a single point of contact. Looking through customer reviews, a clear trade-off emerges. The service is highly reliable and the drivers show up on time, but it operates at a premium cost compared to standard street rates. So you face a choice. Do you pay a premium for a turnkey operation or piece together your own transport to save cash? There isn't an objective right answer. The correct choice depends entirely on accurately identifying your group's specific traveler profile before you book anything. Let's evaluate local point-to-point transit first, staying inside a single city like Varanasi. If you book their baseline economy options, like a Maruti Wagoner or a Swift Desire, you get a cost-effective way to handle basic airport transfers or short local hops. The trade-off is strict space limits. These cars have very little room for luggage, making them a liability if you have a larger group or need to move between cities with your bags. For families, they offer upgraded options, moving up to a Maruti Amkiga or a full group bus. This ensures your entire party stays physically together during transit. You pay a higher upfront cost, but it saves you the mental toll of coordinating separate rickshaws through dense, erratic market traffic. Your physical mobility and the size of your party dictate the fleet you need. Pick wrong, and your baseline stress level stays high from the moment you land. Things get more complicated when you leave the city limits and travel between the major hubs. This map outlines the primary routes Sweet Trip services. Varanasi acts as the central hub, branching out to Ayodhya, Prayagraj, and Bodhgaya. Notice the long, unpredictable stretches connecting them. Trying to handle these long-haul routes yourself means negotiating with unvetted drivers. You run a real risk of sudden price changes or mid-trip cancellations when you are far from a major city. Sweet Trip offers an outstation round-trip service to solve this. The primary benefit here is retaining a single, vetted local expert driver, what they call a Kaptaan, for the entire multi-day journey. Retaining a dedicated driver provides a specific layer of security. Your luggage stays safe in the vehicle under their supervision, while you spend hours exploring sprawling temple complexes. That extra upfront cost for driver wait time buys you essential physical security and logistical continuity when navigating these highly unpredictable regional roads. If you want to step completely away from logistics, you can look at their fully curated spiritual retreats, like the tours heading out to Bodhgaya and the towering Mahabodhi temple. Take their 2-day Varanasi tour package. It bundles your hotel stays, an exclusive vehicle, the local driver, and tourism guidance into one fee. The most crucial inclusion in that package is pre-secured access to the morning and evening Ganda boat rides. Navigating the dense crowds to find a good vantage point for the Aarti ceremony is notoriously difficult without a guide. The strict trade-off of the turnkey package is flexibility. You sacrifice the spontaneity of wandering at your own pace to guarantee you won't miss time-sensitive, highly crowded events. Their booking process reflects this approach. Rather than relying entirely on automated web forms, they prioritize direct phone calls and WhatsApp consultations. It requires more manual effort upfront to message an agent, but it allows you to arrange exact pickup locations and ensure specific accessibility accommodations are actually understood by a human. You trade rapid booking convenience for absolute customized logistical certainty on the ground. To figure out where your money is best spent, let's look at this scenario match matrix, pairing specific traveler demographics with the right tier of service. First, the solo traveler who wants to minimize costs. The a la carte approach works best. Book their one-way economy taxis for airport transfers, but maintain budget flexibility by handling your own hotels. Next, the large family group, prioritizing group cohesion. Upgrade to the group bus and book local outstation routes. This ensures the family unit isn't split across multiple vehicles in a crowded city. Finally, the senior pilgrim, who prioritizes safety and zero friction. We strongly recommend the full 2-day package. Leveraging local guides protects against the physical toll of navigating crowded ghats alone. Identifying your exact traveler profile prevents you from overpaying for services you don't need, or under-equipping yourself for a harsh environment. Evaluating a service like this comes down to one equation. When traveling the sacred circuit, you are always trading cash for logistical sanity. The premium paid to a local operator like Sweet Trip serves as an insurance policy against logistical burnout and physical exhaustion. If you use them, note they are currently offering a limited-time 1,000 rupee discount on bookings to offset some of that premium. A spiritual journey requires focus. You want your energy directed entirely at the destination, not the stress of managing transit. Invest your travel budget exactly where it eliminates the most friction.